Hey everyone, your designers are here.
I'm Anita from Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home.
We have tips and tricks and decorating advice for you today, so let's get started.
Hey everybody, so today is episode 89. Can't even believe that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you sure about that?
I know. How we have been so busy. And we are talking today about how to make your home more you. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think making your house more you might be one of those things that comes with a little time and, dare I say, a little bit of age even, because you need to know who you are before your house can really be a reflection of you completely. And it may evolve over time. So like you evolve, your house and your decor should evolve.
Well, Kelly, I think this is one of the most important episodes we've ever done because
that's even better than tip of the day.
Talk about pressure.
if you really think about it, and that's what our homes are all about. Making them comfortable, making them a reflection of who you are, a reflection of the people who live in your house, a reflection of what your lifestyle is and what you do. And I think the more that your home becomes more of who you are, the more comfortable you'll be in your home. And really, that's what a home is all about.
And I love going to homes where it's very individual. And I actually like that better than looking at a house that's maybe super well decorated. I prefer going in a house that's very unique and very much a reflection of the owner of the home. So if someone who's into music, I love seeing all the musical, nods throughout the house or whatever it is that you love.
And, some people like to live with a lot of things. Some people like to live with a little things. Some people are collectors. Some people are travelers. Some people are gardeners. Some people are crafters. So it's so interesting to put all those things that make you and your family, because it's not just about you, it's about the people who live in your house, make your home really be a statement for who you are and what your interests are and what you love to do.
Yeah. I love the idea of the way a home evolves too, because you're never the person at 40 that you were at 20, or rarely.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Thank goodness.
Right. Well, when I get there.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know yet.
What? Yeah, what on earth was I thinking? Yes.
Nobody has to laugh that hard. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That reminds me of the time that my daughter told the taxi driver that I was 18 and I thought he was going to fall out of the taxi.
Oh, ouch.
Laughing so hard. So anyway.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well. But evolution is so important that, don't get stuck in time. That doesn't mean you have to throw out all your decor. It doesn't mean you have to redo your home, but you want to bring things into your home that reflect who you are now.
Yes.
Or maybe who you want to be. Maybe you're not doing a lot of traveling, but you'd love to travel. So why not incorporate that into your home decor?
My daughter, Jacqueline, and her husband, Jonathan, before they had little Anderson, they did quite a bit of traveling, and they've done several wall galleries on places they've been, and they've been very interesting off-beaten places. And they live in, as many of you know, on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., and they have a lot of things from Washington because it's such a neat place to live. And it really exudes who they are, which is so fun.
I think that's another great idea, if you're kind of at a loss, is to incorporate some things that have to do with where you live. And you don't have to be hokey about it. I live in Texas, so, it does not mean that I need the steer horns, on my wall.
Now, you do have cowhides.
Well,
they're
that
beautiful.
mechanical bull, don't you have that?
Oh, yeah, mechanical bull. Yes. No,
or leave your gun outside sign or something like that.
No, most homes here, you're welcome to bring them in.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
But yeah, so, you can do that if you like, but you don't have to be super obvious. Right. So we live in Houston. So I know our neighbors have some pictures of some of the original homes in our neighborhood, the Heights, that are 100 years old.
Oh,
and so that's
how
a really
nice.
Oh,
fun
that's
piece of,
charming.
of history. Yeah.
Right. So it has a little bit of sense of place as well as sense of you.
And here we're doing these sort of overviews. Here's what I'm going to just advise or give you a tip about what to do, what not to do, actually. Don't put anything in your home that doesn't reflect who you are just because you need something put there. Like, just don't put a sofa in that doesn't make sense in your home because you like modern. But if that's not who you are, that doesn't make sense and it's not going to look right. So just be very careful that as you select, especially bigger items, that you pick pieces that you're comfortable with, that suit where you are, that suit your lifestyle, that, will work with who you are. And then for the smaller pieces, you can do more fun and eclectic type of things. I don't know if you agree with that, girls, but I just think that makes sense to me.
I agree. And I think that that's another point, because what I hear a lot is people saying, well, my style is not one specific style. I like a mix of things. So then you've got really something eclectic going on and something, and I don't think that's really something to feel bad about. I think that's great. And then it becomes even more unique when you pull a little bit from this style, a little bit from that style, and mix it together in a very unique way that really represents your personality.
And did you say do it over time, Kelly? Didn't you just say that?
Well, I am. If I didn't say that, I've been thinking that. I
thought you just said that.
I may have said that.
We're going to give you credit for that. When I listen to this
again, I'll know whether I said
we'll give you credit for that.
Okay.
To me, that's the key. I don't think. I mean, I'd love when I first moved into this house. I just wanted to decorate every space, and that's sort of our bent. We people who love to decorate want to do that. But I think what we have to be so careful about is taking that time to know what will fit in your home, what you're comfortable with, and filling it with unique things. And it took me years. I mean, we're actually not done. Our sitting room has never been completely the way I like it. And we're just going to be tackling that this fall.
Well, yeah, that's interesting because with our house, because a lot of people have known about this restoration renovation we'll be doing because it's been so dramatic. And it's like, are you done? Are you done?
You're never done. That's done. What you have to say.
I'm never done. Yeah. I'm at a point where we could stop a plateau maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Around, people that know us well don't even ask, are you done anymore?
Yeah.
Because that's just crazy talk.
That's crazy
talk. That's right.
So here we're talking about making your house more you. And I think we've already given lots of great advice. The sage wisdoms have come just like rumbling off our tongues, I guess. But so how do you figure out, what is you translated into home decor? Really what do you love? What resonates with you? What makes your heart beat a little bit faster?
Well, I think you have to recognize, Kelly, that for this moment in time, for now, because like we said, it wasn't 20 years ago. We were very different, but what makes your home you now?
Right. And it will evolve over time. And as we're saying, it's never really done even on that level where
Take
you might want to
solace in
change
that.
it because you change, right? Or not change it because you want to knock down a wall, just because your tastes have changed. And so you evolve that way. So one sort of concrete tip of how to figure out what really resonates with you, what would make your house more you, is create a Pinterest board. And you can make it a secret board. If you don't know how to do that, you just name the board. And then you can hit the little pencil, which is editing. And there's just a little tab that you can click over to make it secret. And then it has like a little lock on it. And, if you wanted to be a private board that only you can see, and you just take some time and pin on there just stuff that jumps out at you that makes you go, or I think I would like to be in that room. Even if it's completely different from what you've got going on now, just let your heart speak and your eyes that's give you the clues, right? Okay, this is what really speaks to me, this visual image, and put them all together and, maybe get 15 to 30 on there and keep going if you will. But that's probably enough to give you a sense of what are you drawn to now? Maybe your house is colonial, but you want to be boho Scandinavian or something like that. And that doesn't mean you have to then close your computer and turn around and like call the consignment people and get rid of everything in your house. No, what that means is that's what's really resonating with you right now. And there are ways to incorporate that look into what you've got going on in a sort of a slow over time way, and just make your house feel more like you are today. And I think a Pinterest board really helps. In fact, I always advise clients, and we'll make one together. And I was at one of my clients over the weekend, and she has done that. And she said, this board has helped me so much. It's helped me see what I want in my house.
You can focus in pretty quickly, because you'll see those repeated elements.
Exactly. Well, I mean, sometimes you realize you pin the same thing 3 or 4 times if your board gets big enough.
Thank goodness for Pinterest.
I totally agree with you on that, and that's something I do with my clients too. It always starts with a Pinterest board, and for me, I love magazines. So, for example, on my house, I mean, I love seeing these estates and in France and in England, and there'll be this big library with these big long table and chairs and stacked with books. I mean, how fun would it be to be sitting at that table? Well, of course, I live in, the US, and of course I do not have a library, but I just was looking at a table like that, and I have had this love of these country estates for so long. And I thought, well, why not create this look in my own dining room? So I have
on your own scale.
Right. So I just put a stack of books, and I have so many great friends with fabulous books like Helen's My Soulful Home. And I have my book, French Accents, on there too. So I have these stacks and because we know so many fabulously talented people, there's a lot of the authors I know of these books on my table, but it just looks great. And it's that sense of history, and it gives me that feeling of the libraries, even though I don't really have one in my house. So there's something like that.
That's such a good tip. Just figure out how to boil that down to the element that you love and recreate it in your home.
So back to the Pinterest board. So when you've created the Pinterest board and you're seeing there's sort of these repeat elements, exactly what Anita said, sort of hone it down, pull out what you really love, and see how you now transform your home a little bit to incorporate those. Like Anita wanted this, vast estate home library, but she's got a stack of books in her beautiful, absolutely beautiful dining room. But it's not a separate library on a French country estate, but she's getting that feel. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to add more color, or I would like to do this, well, how about in a poof or in a throw or in some pillows or something like that? If you're finding that you're seeing, I keep pinning saturated colors, but my house is all beige, so you can easily do it. And it's not going to cost you a whole lot of money just to add those elements that will make it feel more like you, the you of today. Don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend? Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quinn's. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor. And I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants.
Oh, great idea. Great idea. And I mean, you can do tiny things that make your home more you. Like get a vase of your favorite flowers. Don't forget to do things like that are just so small, like grace notes.
Right.
But they just
that's a
bring so
beautiful
much
phrase.
enjoyment.
I love that.
I didn't make it up. I think Alexandra Stoddard made that up, but I just remember reading that and I thought, what a great name for just those tiny touches, those everyday graceful things that make your house more like you. And you're talking about books and magazines. Now I know that we all have them, but they really tell you who you are. And so I think you need to find a place, like this is just so tiny. How do you store them, or where do you store them? Or are they near your favorite chair to read them in? Those types of little tiny things. They don't have to be big things. Little tiny things that even just where you put your books or where you put your magazines, so you have them in something really beautiful or something that speaks to you that you think is beautiful. Just doing little tiny things like that will make your home feel more like you, more comfortable to yourself.
And here's a note on something. You don't have to like anything just because you were given it. You don't have to keep it. Okay?
Anita
you can have
Jean.
your aunts and your grandmas and your
Talking
moms.
to you, Anita Jean.
They can email me.
Well, we all have been given things that she's talking about this huge piano that we
I'm
inherited.
just talking in general. I mean, I did recall
but this is
the
a
piano.
touchy subject.
Yes.
Now, I think this is a good point. We are all given decor things, and sometimes we love them and sometimes we really don't, but you love the person that gave them. So
That's right.
so you're saying you don't have to use them, but how do you address it when the person comes over and says, where's my little, I don't know, weird thing that I gave you?
Well, if it's a little weird thing, you can squirrel it away. And when they're coming, you can take it out. But if it's a large thing, like a dining room table or a piano or a set of 8 chairs or something like that, it really isn't you. I know it's difficult, but you can either decline it or you can take it and you can try to make it work. But I'm just here to tell you, you're not going to be happy, and you're going to feel like it's not you, it's somebody else. And you don't really need, the reason the person doesn't want it anymore is because they have evolved and moved on. And
they don't want it.
Good
okay,
point.
but let me finish. But they are holding on to this, and they feel like they don't want to just give it away. They want to give it to you. So now you're responsible for their old self. So
it's like they've taken off the ball and chain and they're putting it on you.
Yeah.
But it's disguised as a gift. See?
And here's
so they're messing with you, and we are going to help you.
Well, I think that's easier to turn those down. You can say it doesn't really go with my style. I think that's an easy way.
Here's the best way to say it. You say, "Oh, well, thank you, but no thank you. I love you, but I don't need it."
Yes, there you go. That's your script. I love you, but I don't need it. And whatever it is.
You can say it's lovely.
Right.
But it doesn't go with my style. And most people respect that. But the little things it's harder to, I don't know. Yeah, like you said.
But no harm, no foul. Little thing, you've got it in your little cupboard, and you pop it out once in a while, or maybe you want to keep the little thing because even though it's not something that you would love or pick out for yourself, it reminds you of that person. But if it's a little thing, that's okay. You can put some
how about,
flowers in it
this
or
is
something.
so special. I want to put this in a place I can see it every day. So I'm going to put it in my bathroom, and hopefully that person isn't going in your bathroom. Go put it in there for the day.
Or
then you
just
can
say,
take it out later.
I rotate my decor, and it's right now it's not on the rotation.
I love you, and I rotate it.
There you go. That sounds good. That sounds good to me.
And I don't mean to sound cruel, but you've got your thing going on, and you're trying to decorate your house and have it be the way you want it to be. And then all of a sudden this thing comes into your life. And then are you supposed to be shuffling all around your masterfully designed home to incorporate something that really doesn't resonate with your heart? Life's kind of too short for that. And I think you can do it in a way where you don't hurt the person's feelings.
This is why I think this is such an important episode. It's almost like we're giving people permission to do that. And I think that's so important because you live in your home. You have a lot of people in your home, but if you have company or family or whatever, but they don't live there. You do. So you've got to decide what is comfortable for you to live with.
Well, and it reminds me of this interesting story I heard about Jacqueline Kennedy. I don't know if it's true, but somebody observed, I think it was one of her, I don't know, somebody was chronicling her life, noticed, or she wrote a book about her later, that she was walking down the hallway and she had a guest, and he said, this picture, this painting really should go over there. These should really be switched. And she, of course, she had impeccable taste. And she smiled at the gentleman and told him what great taste he had and what a brilliant idea it was. She switched the paintings and, said it was lovely, walked on. And the person writing the article made a note of it. And then the next day she was in the room. They were back where they belonged.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes
talk
that
about
subtle
Grace notes. Yes.
Subtle subliminal message works best of all.
Oh my goodness. Good for Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Take a tip from Jackie O, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. I do feel that so many of us, and this is sort of a pitfall that bloggers fall into, and I'm sure if we fall into it, people who love to decorate their home and have a beautiful home fall into, we're so obsessed about making it look beautiful that we don't make it sometimes us.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a real,
true
absolutely.
Well, and I think some people are so worried about it being current that maybe they love to collect something that they don't really think is current. So they ditch the stuff and then buy the trendy stuff that's not really them. And I'm not anti-trend. I'm just saying I don't think it works for everybody. And sometimes people put more emphasis on something being hip and now versus what their true passion is.
See, sometimes
right.
I
So
fall
if you
into
really
that,
love Hummels,
that's where we are with the Hummels again,
right? Or then you don't need don't fill your house with angular planters with succulents in them just because that's what people are doing now. Clear away the clutter, have a special place for a few of your Hummels, and enjoy.
Contain the Hummels. That's right.
There's a way.
Embrace the Hummel if that's your thing.
Embrace the Hummel.
Right?
There's a way to use your collections in fresh ways, and maybe that's
right.
what we need to say.
And we have given so many great tips on that, and I'm sure we will again down the line. So just let it be you, ladies and gents. Not what your mom loved, dare I say, not what Joanna Gaines loves. I think she's got great style, but do you want your house to look
but not
like Joanna
everybody's
Gaines
house
lives there?
That's right.
It's
and not
you,
everybody's
it's
house
her.
is going to look like that. That's right. Not all of us have open floor plans.
Right.
Well, the thing I keep hearing from people is, I'm so tired of the neutral look. Now, we all embrace that, but I know it's not right for everyone.
No, it's not.
And so there's a lot of people that say, I really want the color. I've heard people in these Facebook groups say, when is color coming back? I want the color. And I say to them, well, don't go neutral in your house if you don't like it.
And
keep
please
the color.
don't let mauve be a color, a popular color. did that once. I never want to revisit that
Well,
again.
now, no, wait a minute. As a lover of purple, I'm going to have to get you to explain what you mean by don't have mauve.
Like that dusty ashes of roses mauve.
Ashes of roses.
I don't even know what that is.
I think we all know that color. Nita Jean, don't you be coy. You know what that color is. Everybody knows
girls.
it. But hey, if you love that color, have at it. If that
That's
color,
right. If it's you.
if that,
it's you.
fills your heart with joy, have it. Have it. Make it be you. Make it be you now, not you 20 years ago, not you when you first got married, not you when you first got divorced, whatever it is, you today. And what would make you happy today? And sometimes that just means a real good freshening up, but sometimes that means a little bit of a change over a bit of time and not at a great expense. Hey, and what about those things you got gifted and handed down?
That's hard for me.
You can transform it. Think
the
about it
gifted
that
things
way.
are the gifted, just like getting a gift. I really feel like that for me, not handed down, but gifted. That's a little harder for me. But here I'm going to talk to the clutter bugs.
Oh,
The best thing you can do to make
you
your
know who
home
you are.
more you. Yeah. We all have, most of us have a little bit of that. Not you, Nita Jean, but most of us do have some of that in us, is that you need to purge. Purge, edit. And that will make a huge difference. Keep only what you love. And here's my mantra, it, be ruthless.
I think
don't hold on
that's
to those
great.
sentimental things.
I love when you're ruthless.
I know, but see, I've got long sentimental, sort of strings, that want to draw me back into the sentimentality of things. And so I just have to keep repeating to myself, Yvonne, be ruthless and only keep what you love. And that in itself will make a huge difference to make a home that's more you, and a home that you're comfortable in, and a home that you're happy to come home to, and a home you love.
Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh, so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about. Visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60 DTT, and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months.
I think that's a good point. I mean, and just because it was you 20 years ago or 10 years ago doesn't mean it's you now. So just because you bought it at one point, I know your husband said, but you picked that out. Just ignore it.
Say what?
Don't ignore him. Just ignore that statement.
No, ignore that statement.
Right.
Or smile and say, you're absolutely right, honey. And then the next day, the lamp is gone.
Or use the same term. I love you, but I don't love it anymore.
Right. There you go.
There you go.
I'm breaking up with the lamp, not you.
Exactly.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Okay. I want to just share a email that we received just this morning. Just in.
Oh, hot off the email press.
Hot off the email press is from Martha. Now, if anybody was listening, and I hope you all were listening to our last episode about, I think this was the transitioning from summer to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
maybe
that was the one.
Mm-hmm. I thought it might have been in Hutch's, but I checked and no, I think it was in that one. And we talked about those orange crayons that I put in the cute little jar.
Yeah, such a good idea.
I love that
idea. And we were all
Mm-hmm.
just sort of befuddled as to whether or not
didn't you get tip of the day on that one?
I may have gotten tip of the day. I don't know. I mean, I unlike you, Nita Jean, I have quite a number of tip of the day to my name.
Oh, you can't keep track of them anymore.
Oh,
so
ouch.
I would have to go back in my file and see what day that was. But anyway, if you were listening and you heard about those, that cute little display with the orange crayons, and we were all befuddled about whether or not you could actually get a single crayon color in bulk on Moss.
Right.
And Martha is here to tell us just in this morning that yes, you can. And
how cute. Thank
it was
you.
the sweetest email. And I asked her if I could share this, and I think she said it was okay. But
where do you get them?
At officesupplyinc.com.
Oh, how
and I
neat.
put it in the show. I put the link that Martha shared with us in the show notes. So you could go there and then you'd have to search for crayons, but the whole link that will take you directly there with, the .com/bulk -crayons -24 -pack -orange. So
I don't need to go to the crayon factory.
No, but that would be a fun field trip.
That is a very fun field trip.
And you don't have to buy maybe, 25, 64 boxes to get a nice fistful of
Now
orange
you know.
crayons.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Martha. And she said she really enjoys
thanks,
our
Martha.
podcast and listens
Thank
all the
you.
time. So we appreciate that even more than the crayon tip, but that was awesome.
Yes. So we're so excited that you hung out with us today. And now I know what I need to do when I get that little tchotchke that I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in my house.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the Jackie thing. So we'll see if that works. And this has been so fun. Remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Hey there. If you're loving our podcast like we're loving our podcast, we would love you to rate and review us. Head to iTunes to do that. It's easy and it would mean so much to us.